Hey Jasper, I might be a little bit late from work tonight. Julia has asked me to stay to finish up some reports that we really need for tomorrow's presentation. Could you maybe cook dinner tonight? I don't think I'll be back in time to do it, and I really don't want to be cooking late into the night after such a hard day at work.
Oh, and I guess you want me to do the washing and clean the rest of the house while I'm at it, huh?
What? No, I'm just asking for a little bit of help tonight because I'm going to be late. That's all.
Well, what about me? I've been working just as hard as you. Why should I have to do all the cooking simply because you can't be bothered to?
It's not that I can't be bothered to. I just won't be physically home until late. I won't be able to make any food at all.
Why do you have to work late? Just tell your boss to do the work herself and come back at the usual time. I was looking forward to some fried chicken tonight, so I want you to come back home and make that.
Jasper, I can't do that. Julia needs my help. Besides, I don't want to dump all that work on her. I've been working on this project for months now, and it's finally all coming together. This meeting tomorrow is with some very high-up people, and if we make a good impression, then big things could happen for me. So I don't think you cooking for one night is going to be such a huge deal.
I don't want to cook. I've had a tiring day as well.
Doing what? You don't work at the minute. I bet all you've done is sit in front of the TV all day watching sports. I mean, have you even cleaned up your dirty laundry from the bedroom floor like I asked you to?
So what if I've been at home? It doesn't mean my day has been any less tiring. I even had to go to the store to get some new batteries, as the TV remotes ran out and we had none in the house. Oh, that reminds me. On your way home, you'll have to stop by the shop and pick some things up.
What?
Yeah, we need some more toilet rolls, some milk, eggs, bread, sugar, tea bags, juice, and a few other things. I'll make you a list and send it through in a bit.
Hang on a minute. I've got to stay late at work. I'm already tired and hungry, so I'm not going to do a full-on grocery shop once I finish work. If we need things, then you'll have to go and get them. You're not so busy, so it should be fine, right?
What? I'm not going shopping. That's your job. You're the wife, and that comes under housework. So it's your job to do that.
Can you not be so lazy just for once? All I'm asking is for a little bit of help, because I'm near the end of my rope. I do everything. And I mean everything. So for once, can you get off of your butt and help out?
I have no clue what you're on about. You don't do everything. I've worked for quite a long time to bring back a decent wage for us to buy this house, and if I remember, you were the one not working then, so why is it so wrong for me to have some time off when you did exactly the same?
But it wasn't time off. The entire time that I was unemployed, I was looking for work. Not to mention, I was keeping the house in order, managing our finances so that we knew what we could afford and what we couldn't. I was also cooking all of our meals and basically managing all of the house. You do none of those things.
You make it sound as if you did loads. All you really did was what a wife should do, which is the housework.
I'm not just your slave to push around and do whatever you tell her to. I'm your wife. We should be equal partners in everything. Whether it's in money or household chores, we need to share these things so that neither of us feels overwhelmed. That's what I'm feeling at the moment, completely overwhelmed. And whilst I love my job, it still can be quite demanding. So when it gets like that, I need you to pick up the slack and actually help me out, okay?
Clara, I have every right to relax and have a break. Let's face it, I've worked so much harder than you when I was working at the factory, so I deserve a little time off to recuperate. I'm sorry if you don't like it, but it's the truth. So if you have to do the household chores and everything else, then I'm not too concerned, as it's only fair.
You don't care? You don't care if I'm working myself into such a state, picking up after you and trying to maintain our home as well as a job, that I honestly feel like I could cry if even the slightest thing inconvenienced me? You're really not bothered by that?
Well, not really. Women are generally a lot more emotional than men and like to make things into more of an issue than they actually are. So this is probably just you doing that. It's likely that it's that time of the month for you as well, which always makes you more angry and irritable. In fact, I would really rather you try and control your emotions more. It can get quite tedious to deal with.
Oh, can they? How rude of me to actually have feelings. I'll try and subdue them next time I'm feeling particularly angry.
Great, thanks.
I was being sarcastic.
Oh,
Ugh, whatever. I'm getting back to work.
what about my dinner?
You'll have to figure it out yourself. I'm busy. Oh my god, I'm so annoyed right now.
Oh joys, what's happened now?
It's Jasper.
Oh god, just knowing it has something to do with him already has me feeling annoyed. What's he done now?
Well, I just messaged him to tell him that I will be late home from work tonight, as I'm currently working on that huge project I told you about. And we have a meeting with the bosses about it tomorrow, so we need to finalize some things. I asked him if he would be able to cook us dinner so that I wouldn't have to worry about it when I got home. And you know what he said?
What?
He told me that he wasn't going to cook dinner because he's had a tiring day.
Hang on, but he doesn't work.
Uh-huh. He then went on to insult me and every single woman on this earth and claim that I'm too emotional and need to keep my feelings subdued so that I don't annoy him.
Jeez, what a jerk. I honestly don't know what you see in him, sis. I mean, why do you want to be married to someone who does nothing but treat you like a slave? Not to mention that you're earning all of the money and that he's just wasting it on beer and gambling.
What do you mean on gambling? He promised me that he would stop doing that.
Well, he's not kept his promise. I saw him the other day going to the casino in town. I followed him there to see what he was up to, and he sat right down at a blackjack table and proceeded to blow over $300. He lost it all.
Are you serious right now? $300?
Yeah, and I asked the dealer when Jasper left. The guy also told me that Jasper's racked up quite a hefty amount of debt there too. Thousands apparently.
Let me get this straight. My husband expects me to work and clean and cook and everything else while he goes off and spends my hard-earned money on gambling and drinks and stuff?
Yeah, like I said, I don't know why you're still with the jerk.
I'm wondering that myself.
Honestly, I get out while you still can. I don't want to see my little sister lose who she is simply because of her useless husband. You can do so much better than him.
Yeah, you're right. I can. Thanks, Michael, for always being there for me. I don't know what I'd do without you.
Yeah, you owe me dinner for this.
I'll get you the best steak money can buy.
You better. Anyway, let me know how things go and if I need to kick anyone's butt, okay?
Will do. Love you, bro.
Love you too, sis. Laura, where are you? It's much later than usual. You should be back from work by now. Also, the dog needs walking, so you've got to do that when you get back. I've not eaten yet either, as I thought I'd wait for you to get home and cook us a nice dinner.
I've already eaten, so I won't be making dinner. And the dog will have to just go out in the garden. I'm too tired to walk him.
Hang on, what do you mean you've already eaten?
Julia and I ordered a pizza whilst we worked on our project. I'm full.
Well, that's not fair. What about me?
What about you? I told you that I wouldn't be cooking when I get back. If you decided to ignore me, that's on you. But I'm not going to be cooking anything when I get back.
But I'm hungry and the dog's whining is really getting on my nerves. You need to come back home now and sort all this out.
No.
What do you mean, no?
I mean, I'm done running around and picking up after you. I'm not your mom, and I sure am not your maid. These last few months have been absolutely awful for me, as I feel like I'm taking care of a child rather than living with a fully grown man and husband. Your complete lack of care and sympathy for me have pushed me to the end of my rope, and I've finally realized that you don't want me to be your wife. You don't love me like that. You just want me to be your live-in maid. Well, that's not happening anymore.
What do you mean? What are you gonna do?
I'm filing for divorce.
Wait, no, please don't do that. I don't know what I'd do without you.
That's not my problem. Maybe you should have spent a bit more time helping out with responsibilities instead of piling them all onto me.
But it's your responsibility as the wife.
We don't live in the medieval times anymore. In case you hadn't noticed, women actually have a lot more say in how they live their lives, even if you don't like to think so. And I've decided that I deserve someone who will love me and treat me as an equal. And that clearly isn't you. I'm staying at my brother's house tonight, and I'll be around to pick up my things and the dog in the morning.
But I don't even have a job. How will I live?
You'll have to find new work. Although with the debts you've racked up at the casino, you might have to find two.
How do you know about that?
Michael saw you the other day. Honestly, I really don't know what I saw in you.
Look, I'm your husband, and you need to do as I say.
No, I really don't. Goodbye, Jasper. I hope the next girl who marries you is able to whip you into some sort of shape. I wish her the best of luck. I divorced Jasper as soon as I was able to. Once I was free of the lazy bum, I actually felt a whole lot better. I wasn't constantly being told what to do and worked like a slave. The project that I had been working on was a huge hit, and I actually ended up being promoted to a much higher position with a huge pay increase. Jasper, on the other hand, was forced to get two jobs, one as a night porter and one as a checkout man, so that he could cover the cost of his debts and have enough money to live. As bad as it is, maybe it will teach him a valuable lesson about responsibility and helping out those who are close to him.
Hey, honey. Why are you texting me when I'm sitting right next to you? We're on a bus. I don't want anyone else to hear what I have to say. What do you have to say? About the inheritance. You want to talk about that now? Well, even after taxes, it'll be $1 million. $1 million! I'm so shocked that I can't keep cool. Well, that's true. I didn't know that the price of that piece of land would be worth that much after that resort was built near it. Plus, it was sold at a really good time. Well, it seemed like no one had touched the money from the land for a long time. Having that much money is insane! Sorry, I know it really isn't appropriate to talk about the money so soon after your father died. But I can't seem to get it out of my head. I understand. Even though I'm the one that inherited it, I still can't wrap my head around it. I'm going to calm down before we reach home, but I want to hear what you're thinking now. So, that's why I'm texting you instead. Fine. We can talk about it now. Okay. I'm just going to go straight to it. Do you have plans for the money? No, not yet. I got that money from losing my father. So I don't want to just waste it on just anything. Yeah, I see that. I don't think we should tell anyone. Not right now, anyway. I think it will cause too much trouble. You mean keep it a secret for Michelle and Travis? Yeah, just for now. Michelle is studying for her SATs, and next year it'll be Travis's turn. I don't want them to stop studying. I think there will be a better time to talk about it in the future. True. Dad, I know you're working, but... What is it, Michelle? Can we talk for a bit? Yeah. I'm on my way home, but if it can't wait, then go ahead. What do you have to say? When I was walking home from school... Don't you have softball practice today? No, the coach canceled practice today. I was on my way to the mall and... And what? I saw Mom in a cafe, holding hands with some man. Huh? I could only get a picture of the back of the man's head. Do you want to see? Show me.
You can't see it very well in the picture, but they were holding hands and looking into each other's eyes. They also kissed.
Really?
A friend who was with me tried to get close and listen to what they were saying. She said that they were talking about someone's inheritance.
Inheritance?
Were they talking about the money from Grandpa?
Most likely. I'll tell you all about it a little later.
Okay.
To be honest, I thought your mom has been acting really suspicious lately.
Yeah, me too.
You too?
As well as Travis. I think he knows.
What the hell is Yvette thinking? Look at what she's putting you through.
I'm starting to hate Mom.
Michelle, children shouldn't see their parent like that. I'm sorry that you witnessed her infidelity.
You shouldn't be the one apologizing, Dad.
Anyway, thank you for telling me, honey.
What do we do?
I'm still trying to get my thoughts straight, but I think I need to start gathering proof.
Right.
Don't tell anyone.
Okay, got it. Dad,
Yes, baby?
I'm 100% on your side.
Thank you, princess. That means a lot to me.
Sorry for not informing you earlier, honey. I'm staying at a friend's house tonight, too.
Friend's house?
Yeah, you know, the girlfriend that I'm always with.
Oh, that girl that you met at the gym half a year ago.
Yes, her. She's been going through a lot of things lately, and I think it's better to stay by her side for a while.
I see.
Actually, I think it would be even better if I stayed with her more often. Michelle can take care of the housework while I'm gone.
That's not going to work anymore.
What do you mean?
I know that you're having an affair.
What?
Not just me. The kids have figured it out as well. You have gotten bad at hiding it. Even the detective said that you aren't even trying anymore.
You hired a detective? Yeah, that's right. I have been cheating.
You're being honest. Didn't expect that. You've also thought about divorce?
Well, you caught me. Rather than fighting about it, might as well cut to the chase. I'm more than happy to get a divorce.
You've changed.
What?
I don't know what you're thinking, but nothing good is going to come from this affair or divorce.
Just hurry up and get started with the divorce. Actually, I have the papers already in my bedroom drawer. I'll go get my stuff when you're not home. Just sign the papers. I would prefer to get it all done within the week.
Is that what you want?
Yep.
You're just going to stay with the man that you're cheating with.
Since you hired a detective, you already know who he is, right?
Yeah, I had him followed.
Then I don't have to tell you the details. Once the divorce settlement has been reached and the money is ready, tell him. You got that?
Yes, I hear you loud and clear.
Okay then. Hey! Answer my call!
Why?
What the hell do you think you're doing? Why do I have to pay for the divorce settlement? And why did you sue my boyfriend?
Ah, I see that you were served the papers.
Is this a joke? What is this? I need to pay alimony, and you're suing for cheating? I can't touch the inheritance money? I also need to pay for child support. What the hell is all this?
You have a problem with that?
Of course I do. Alimony is paid by the person who caused the divorce.
That's right. You caused the divorce.
What are you saying? You caused me to cheat. You couldn't keep me interested in our relationship.
What?
And the inheritance. You need to split half of it with me because I was your wife. You can't keep it all to yourself. As a man, aren't you embarrassed?
We already divided half our assets. You already used most of yours. You only have $300 in your bank account. With alimony and child support, there won't be much left of the shared property.
What? What do you mean, $300? Did you hit your head or something?
Hit my head?
You inherited $1 million. You got that when we were still married, so I get half. That means I'm entitled to $500,000.
You got that wrong. Just to get things straight, the reason you've done all this is to get that money, right?
That's right. I waited for you to say that you wanted a divorce, so that I can start a new life with my boyfriend.
Did you not realize?
Realize what?
Alimony is paid by the person who cheated, not the person that was cheated on. That's why you are the one that has to pay it.
Huh?
This is what I learned from my attorney. Inheritance money is not considered marital property.
No way.
You can contact my lawyer. His info is written on the papers you were served. If you don't believe me, ask him.
What about child support? I get that, right?
If you get custody of Michelle and Travis.
So, I'll be paid child support?
I don't think so.
Too bad for you. We all know that mothers always get custody.
That might be true sometimes.
Yeah. I won't take anything less than $200,000 for the both of them.
Did you forget how old your children are?
What does that have to do with anything?
Michelle is 18, and Travis is 17. Michelle is already an adult, and Travis can decide on his own who he wants to live with.
He shouldn't have a choice.
By the way, they both said that they want to stay with me.
They wouldn't say that. They prefer their mother over their father. If you don't understand that, you failed as a father. I'll be getting custody.
Like I said, that's not happening.
Why?
Michelle saw you with your lover.
What?
Travis also knew that you were cheating, even though he didn't see it for himself. Do you think they would follow their cheating mother?
You don't know that. You need to ask them who they'd rather be with.
They already decided to block all your calls.
No!
They don't want to talk to you or even look at you.
Wait.
Are you finally getting the picture?
I don't get any money at all?
That's obvious. Like I've said already, you'll be the one paying me.
Just hang on.
You can read the details in the papers that you got.
Wait. Please.
Whatever you need to say, you can say it to my lawyer.
Stop this.
I'm going to block you.
Hey! Answer my call.
Why?
What the hell do you think you're doing? Why do I have to pay for the divorce settlement? And why did you sue my boyfriend?
Ah, I see that you were served the papers.
Is this a joke? What is this? I need to pay alimony, and you're suing for cheating? I can't touch the inheritance money? I also need to pay for child support. What the hell is all this?
You have a problem with that?
Of course I do! Alimony is paid by the person who caused the divorce.
That's right. You caused the divorce.
What are you saying? You caused me to cheat. You couldn't keep me interested in our relationship.
What?
And the inheritance. You need to split half of it with me because I was your wife. You can't keep it all to yourself. As a man, aren't you embarrassed?
We already divided half our assets. You already used most of yours. You only have $300 in your bank account. With alimony and child support, there won't be much left of the shared property.
What? What do you mean, $300? Did you hit your head or something?
Hit my head?
You inherited $1 million. You got that when we were still married, so I get half. That means I'm entitled to $500,000.
You got that wrong. Just to get things straight, the reason you've done all this is to get that money, right?
That's right. I waited for you to say that you wanted a divorce, so that I can start a new life with my boyfriend.
Did you not realize?
Realize what?
Alimony is paid by the person who cheated, not the person that was cheated on. That's why you are the one that has to pay it.
Huh?
This is what I learned from my attorney. Inheritance money is not considered marital property.
No way!
You can contact my lawyer. His info is written on the papers you were served. If you don't believe me, ask him.
What about child support? I get that, right?
If you get custody of Michelle and Travis.
So, I'll be paid child support?
I don't think so.
Too bad for you. We all know that mothers always get custody.
That might be true sometimes.
Yeah. I won't take anything less than $200,000 for the both of them.
Did you forget how old your children are?
What does that have to do with anything?
Michelle is 18, and Travis is 17. Michelle is already an adult, and Travis can decide on his own who he wants to live with.
He shouldn't have a choice.
By the way, they both said that they want to stay with me.
They wouldn't say that. They prefer their mother over their father. If you don't understand that, you failed as a father. I'll be getting custody.
Like I said, that's not happening.
Why?
Michelle saw you with your lover.
What?
Travis also knew that you were cheating, even though he didn't see it for himself. Do you think they would follow their cheating mother?
You don't know that. You need to ask them who they'd rather be with.
They already decided to block all your calls.
No!
They don't want to talk to you or even look at you.
Wait.
Are you finally getting the picture?
I don't get any money at all?
That's obvious. Like I've said already, you'll be the one paying me.
Just hang on.
You can read the details in the papers that you got.
Wait, please.
Whatever you need to say, you can say it to my lawyer.
Stop this.
I'm going to block you. My ex-wife cheated on me with her ex-boyfriend who was also married. They schemed together to try and get their greedy hands on my inheritance. They kept their affair out in the open to try to force the divorce so they'd get half the money. Their ignorance of the law is actually comedic, and that was the cause of their tragedy. She scraped together all she could to pay for the alimony and the child support. Of course, her boyfriend from his wife also got a divorce, and he had to pay for that alimony as well. They say money changes people. It definitely changed her life of peace to a hell now that she's tens of thousands of dollars in debt. Now they're living in a one-room, run-down apartment, stringing together as many part-time jobs as they can. I, on the other hand, have been enjoying this new chapter of my life with my daughter and son. We look forward to seeing what the future holds for us.